relapsing back to making Fortnite Festival videos because rhythm gaming is one hell of a drug. As of the recording of this video, Fortnite Festival Season 3 is only a couple days away, and I think I speak for everyone when I say that this game mode has genuinely been pretty great. I've met a lot of very cool people, I've played a lot of very fun matches, and it really is something that highway-style rhythm games are coming back to the mainstream, with rumors of a new Guitar Hero even floating around to rival Fortnite Festival, which, hey, that doesn't hurt. Competition is always a good thing. That's why we got such good set lists in the later Guitar Hero and Rock Band games. Between the time I made my last Fortnite Festival video and this one, the Riffmaster by PDP was officially revealed and sold, and completely sold out, so I think we can expect more manufacturers to follow suit with their own versions of guitars coming forward soon. That is quite a safe bet, at least. I highly doubt that the third-party manufacturers that were watching PDP's website and noticing the guitars sell out in record time aren't going to want a piece of that pie. So if you weren't able to score a Riffmaster pre-order, there will be more opportunities in the future, both from PDP and I'm sure from other manufacturers. Getting back to the game itself, Fortnite Festival has seen some definite improvements, some of which I asked for in the previous video. The UI has been overhauled, at least in the menus a little bit, which is nice. The calibration menu seems like it's a little bit more precise now, and there's a dedicated music store just like in the Rock Band games, which is always a plus. You no longer have to wait for your favorite songs to cycle into the shop, and I'm sure the artists that are also making money off this game agree that this was a very, very good decision. I'm also starting to receive less graphical bugs. They definitely do still exist. The biggest one for me right now is when someone leaves mid-song. Sometimes the remaining player character models will clip into each other and animate over each other and make kind of an ugly mess. It's a little funny to look at, but it's not something I want to see in the game. But again, to give Harmonix credit, they have been trying to squash these bugs to the best of their abilities, and I do genuinely believe them. Now, to play a game of devil's advocate here, Fortnite Festival is still far from perfect. It does genuinely feel like the original game we got back in December was a bit of a beta, a test to see how well the formula could work, because we're still, to this day, nearly 3 seasons in, missing huge features that the first Guitar Hero and Rock Band games have had baked into them. The first one that immediately pops into my mind, which is super frustrating, is there's no restart button when you're playing single player, which makes absolutely zero sense to me. If I mess up early on, I have to go all the way back out into the menu and reselect the song and restart it from there. I don't understand why there's no restart button in Fortnite Festival. It is super aggravating, and it genuinely has made me quit the game a few times to play Yarg instead. Like, I don't understand why that's not here. Another missing feature, which is absolutely baffling to me, is that there's no practice mode. Now, this is something that I thought Harmonix would have added day one, essentially, because of how much crap they got from Rock Band 4 not having it all the way back in 2015. Guitar Hero 2, another game that Harmonix released nearly 10 years before that, had a practice mode built in. And the first Guitar Hero game is going on 2 decades old next year. Yes, really, check for gray hairs. So after 20 years of making highway-based rhythm games, you think that they would be putting practice modes into them, but nope, for some reason it's just not in Fortnite Festival. This one is a little bit more annoying to me than a restart button not being there, because in practice mode you're able to loop sections so that way you can nail them and practice them before you actually play them. But the most annoying part of Fortnite Festival, to me at least, isn't anything gameplay related, because the gameplay is totally solid, even with the problems I just mentioned. The only part of Fortnite Festival that does genuinely get on my nerves is the inconsistent censorship in the jam tracks. Now, I'm of the belief that music is art and art should not be censored, unless absolutely necessary or a history-defining changing moment. Everything should be preserved as is. But I also do understand that America is very sensitive to naughty words like shit and fuck, and thus rhythm games should not have them because little Timmy might learn those words and say them. It's dumb, it's been engraved into society for this long, I don't expect it to change. I understand why censorship is here. But what bothers me is the fact that the censorship in Fortnite Festival is so damn inconsistent. What's My Age Again by Blink-182 censors the word sodomy and replaces it with the TV, yet Disturbed's Down with the Sickness has the entire abuse section at the end of the song pretty much untouched with a couple words censored. Now, if you think that that's a bit too abstract of an example, they sometimes censor the exact same word that they leave uncensored in other songs. Take, for example, Olivia Rodrigo's Get 'Em Back.
Because everyone knew all of the 32.
Compare that to the recently released Moves Like Jagger by Maroon 5.
My ego is big, I don't give a shit.
See what I mean? It's so weirdly inconsistent, and genuinely I just wish they would either censor the songs or not. A couple months ago they released Green Day DLC, which featured a couple songs from Dookie, and while the 3 songs are definitely solid choices, I wondered why Longview wasn't included because that's one of the more popular songs on Dookie, but now I'm starting to believe that they just weren't sure how to censor it, and that's probably why they left it omitted, which sucks, because if that's going to be the reason we don't get certain songs in the future because Harmonix isn't quite sure how to censor them, it's not going to lead to a lot of net wins. Anyways, enough bitching, let's get back to the good things, which is there's a new season coming out in a few days, and that's genuinely super exciting. I have been in love with this game mode, and I can't wait for instrument support to finally be added, which supposedly is happening with Season 3. I'm very, very excited to be able to use a plastic guitar in Fortnite Festival, and for a lot of people, this is going to be their gateway into discovering music rhythm experiences with peripherals, which is super exciting. The Festival Pass is also something I'm excited for because it pretty much always guarantees that I'm gonna grind the shit out of the game for at least a few days and gives me something to look forward to. A lot of people have complained about the price of the Festival Pass and the jam tracks costing $5 a piece when Rock Band DLC, I believe the songs were $1.99 each. But to give Harmonix a little bit of credit here, inflation is a thing, and these songs would almost certainly cost $5 nowadays if Rock Band released today. And Fortnite also gives you a higher value for your songs because you can use them in Fortnite Festival, and you can also bust them out as emotes at any time in Battle Royale and creative maps. So enough of my yapping, what are your thoughts on Fortnite Festival up to this point? Did you manage to score Riffmaster? Let me know in the comments. I can't wait to get mine, and yes, for those asking, I will be doing a video review when it arrives. This has been DanRock, and until next time, peace out and rock on.